till we owe.
Exactly. Who like I saw like it's that old joke where someone's like, how about we just take all the debt and pin it on some sap? And it's like, you mean like the Jesus story? And they're like, I guess so. We're gonna take care of that guy and everyone else is good.
Did you?
Yeah, that's true. Who do we owe?
Kyle, did you happen to catch the full Tucker Ted Cruz interview? I didn't.
I only watched the gotcha moment, and that's all that's being circulated. So I'm guessing that was the interesting bit.
I watched like 4 gotcha moments now.
Okay.
So there's a point where Ted Cruz says he was elected to represent Israel. I'm paraphrasing, but he essentially says that. Looks like Taylor saw it too. And of course, there's what's the population of Iran? What's the ethnic breakdown by percentage of Iran? Gotcha questions. That's like, oh, you like girls? Name every girl. Bro, I get it.
I think the population's important though, because you're talking about going to war with somebody. How many of them are there? I don't know. Wait a minute. If the 3 of us were going to get in a street fight and like, hey, let's go outside and beat up all them guys. Oh shit, how many are there? I don't know. It's incredibly important.
If he had said
I can take 0.5 guys.
would Tucker have said, all right, 89 million is close enough to 92 million?
Sure.
Or would he have been like, you're off by 3 million? You're off by, a lot. Do you think 3 million people doesn't matter?
Because the audience would have heard the truth. He was like, no idea.
Or he was like, I'm not playing this gotcha game. I don't know. Right?
I didn't even see it as a gotcha game.
It's more people than Germany. It's more people than the UK. It's a ton of people. It's a large first world country.
Bigger than I thought.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's like the same size as Germany, right? Isn't Germany like 90 million?
70, I believe.
Okay.
But I think that threw me off. That little bit of having to go back in my memory core for
you were saying that the population.
I think 69 million. Fact check me, Zach. 69 million population of Germany.
You were saying that the population of Iran is very important. That it wasn't a gotcha question.
Yeah, if you're gonna go fight them, it might matter. And not only because you might lose. It's not exactly a street fight where numbers are going to add up exactly, and it's going to matter like that. It's going to be a 3v3 fist fight. But it also matters because of collateral damage and stuff. It's like who are we bombing? How many other people are we going to war with? 83 million, way off. God damn.
For Germany.
It's okay. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Kyle. I'm like, I've seen a lot of like grifter right-wing accounts trying to minimize how kind of foolish Ted Cruz looked throughout a lot of those gotcha moments by saying stuff like, oh, you want to attack Iran? Well, then sing their entire national anthem. And it's like, that's not even vaguely similar to what he asked. He was like, you're agitating for war against this country. How big is this country? Like something that you should have a cursory level of knowledge in. And he's like, I'm not going to play this gotcha game. It's like, no, it actually like at least demonstrate to me you're doing more than just carrying water for whoever wants you to say these things. Like make a compelling case for it.
You're being paid by Israelis to defraud your electorate right now. So we just like to know if you put any thought into it at all or if you just cashed the check. That's all.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz said something interesting about AIPAC, right? So Tucker Carlson asked him if he took money from AIPAC. And he hemmed and hawed a little bit, but the answer is yes. But then Ted Cruz, here's the part I liked. He's like, AIPAC doesn't actually give that money. What it is there are individuals within AIPAC that donate, and they're the people who really make things move. I'm paraphrasing, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because AIPAC was always like the 27th largest donator in any given political cycle. Why are they so important if they pale in comparison to like pharmaceuticals or cable TV? And the answer is, oh, it's more than it looks. It doesn't come directly from AIPAC. Another one that barely gives any money is the NRA. The NRA doesn't give a lot of cash to influence votes. What it does is it educates the voters. There are a lot of people for which they just vote the way the NRA tells them to. So they don't bring money, they bring votes. AIPAC doesn't bring money directly. They bring people who bring money. That's how it works.
By the way, Gun Owners of America over NRA every day. They're there for your real gun rights. NRA will fucking hem and haw and give stuff away. Gun Owners of America are hardcore.
My issue with the NRA is they really got caught lining their own pockets.
Sure.
Oh, I bet. I bet nobody's like at the top of any lobbying organization, like living in a 3-bedroom house. Like
No, it was really big. Like they lived in a $82 million house or something wild like that. I've got that from Germany in my head. But anyway, yeah, they were stealing like enough money that NRA was losing money instead of making it.
What I did like because I don't like watch a ton of Tucker, but the clips I see, he always does that, like ask you a question that he knows the answer to, he knows that you know the answer to it, or either he knows you don't know, and he gives that like so like quizzical that it's almost comedic, and he hit the quizzical Tucker face so hard. He was going Ted Cruz. It was like, so let me get this straight. You don't even know the population of this country that you want to invade. And Ted Cruz is like, when I got into Congress 13 years ago, it was to make Israel great. Like,
yeah, basically.
You represent Texas. Am I wrong? Like he's doing stuff like that. And it's very, it was funny to see Ted Cruz caught flat-footed. That was nice.
Ted Cruz is very good at debating. You probably know he was on the Harvard debate team. He might have been captain of the Harvard debate team. And, he's not, and he's really smart. I'm not Ted Cruz's biggest fan at all. I feel like I'm carrying water for him alone in this. I thought they were gotcha questions that didn't really get to the core of whether it was a good idea or a bad idea. Bad idea, by the way. But just I didn't like his questions. And I don't like Tucker either. Even though in this situation, he's kind of representing my views. The thing where he like can't stop laughing at the guy he's interviewing, he's just belly laughing as if that's the dumbest, most ridiculous thing I ever heard. I'm like, oh, this laughing is what you do when you can't make a coherent argument. You just laugh at somebody.
He does sometimes laugh like an effete Connecticut boatsman or something, like the kind of guy who would take an expensive sailboat out in loafers.
How specific.
Yeah, doesn't he seem like a super rich guy from the Northeast? Maybe that's not what he is at all.
Maybe a little, but I think he just wears those blazers.
Someone tells me he's from Oklahoma. Fuck.
I think he wears blazers and boat shoes a lot. I think he just has that look and that haircut. I don't know. He seems very casual. Yeah.
You got to take wins where you can get them, and it was fun to see because at the end of the day, they were kind of gotcha questions, but they revealed what Tucker wanted them to, which was this guy who's agitating for war. He doesn't even know his ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to it. He's just doing what he's told.
Did you see John Stewart?
Tucker Carlson grew up near San Francisco. That's where he's actually from. And you know he's an heir to the Swanson fortune, the TV dinner people.
He's going to inherit the entire O. Henry candy bar fortune.